Essence Festival is in a few short weeks, and I don't hear anybody talking about it.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Black Americans are no longer interested in Essence Festival anymore. The once crown jewel of Black culture is flopping hard this year, and the silence is deafening. No massive outfit planning, no hotel booking frenzy, no viral countdowns, just quiet. Why? Because foundational Black Americans drew the line. After years of disrespect, cultural shifts, and feeling pushed out of something they built, the boycott is working. And while others scramble, Black Americans are staying unbothered, focusing on real self-reliance instead of forcing support for events that no longer represent them. Today, we're breaking down what's really happening with Essence Fest. From Nigerian ownership changes to the heavy push toward African diaspora over Black American roots, the people who made this event legendary said enough. This ties directly into the bigger picture. Black Americans prioritizing their peace, their dollars, and their culture. White observers and critics are watching this unity and panicking because it proves we don't need to keep pouring money into spaces that disrespect us. Let's get into it.
So last year when y'all had your commentary about Essence Fest, I shut the fuck up. Born and raised in New Orleans. Daddy people, mama people, both. Louisiana. You hear me? I watched the change in Essence Fest from me remembering as a little girl to last year 2025. I watched y'all discourse back and forth, the African diaspora this, the African diaspora that, New Orleans culture this, New Orleans culture that. And the bottom line is that introducing the African diaspora to Essence Fest made it go bankrupt. You could argue with your mom. I watched them push out local vendors. I watched it all. I watched them not incorporate local talent as it had done before. I watched it all. And I shut the fuck up and I let y'all run y'all mouth and defending everybody. And look at where we are now. Other cultures speaking ill will on us indigenous peoples. Showing their true colors. Jollof and jambalaya. Y'all remember that? Where y'all at now? Because last I heard, Richie Lou Dennis was going bankrupt. Last I heard, venues wasn't getting paid for. Crickets? You mean to tell me he scammed? Oh, he scammed. That's the word of the day. Scam. Like I said, argue with your mom. I'm from here. Born and raised here. They fucked up Essence Fest.
Listen, the way Caroline Wanga said that her company went down, her personal company went to $0 annually. I'm about to read you how much money she said she lost after the Essence Festival blowout, okay? So it says right here, I'm putting this up on the screen, for a deal with African Brain Trust, there was a deal for about $15,000 that she lost. She supposedly lost. It also reads that a deal with Neil Corporation, she lost a deal for $29,250. Dollar Tree, $40,000. Fashion Week, $15,000. Cedar Valley, $15,000. Phoenix Fashion Week, $15,000. TED Next or TED Next. This was not a monetary one, but the global exposure, she said it was worth $100,000. And then there was Haiti Heritage Center, which she said that deal, that deal was lost, and that would have brought her in $20,000. So before the festival, her company Wanga Woman was making $400,000 annually, but after the fallout of the Essence Festival, that went to zero, according to the lawsuit paperwork. So basically what I'm getting from it is that no one wanted to work with her. The deals fell through because it tarnished her reputation. No one wanted to be involved with all the controversy and things of that nature because, you know, when you're dealing with Black America, When you're dealing with Black America, all right, certain things have to be in order, okay? And if they're not in order for Black America and for Black America standards, it's just not going. It's not going to go down, and people will pull out because everyone knows what Black culture is, okay? It's not everybody; it's Black American culture. So if you bomb something that's Black American, if you take a huge festival, because here, this is the thing. And this is the thing. What I think got it is because what got her to this from $400,000, and this is what got her from $400,000 annually, according to the report, according to the lawsuit, to zero, according to what she states in the lawsuit, is that Essence Festival earns more revenue than all of the Afro festivals around the globe. It earns the most. This is Essence Festival is the biggest, okay, festival, and it's just Black American alone, okay. That alone, Black America by itself, it generates that much money, bigger, more money than all the other ones, okay, all the other Afro Fest, okay, around the globe, hands down, okay. Everybody knows that. So when you put your hands into this and then you mess that up, or people believe that it was you that messed that up, they're looking at what they have, which is much smaller, okay? And they don't have the wiggle room to mess up. They don't have that kind of wiggle room. You're talking about all these different people. Like, hold on, like, wait a minute. Like, is your brand now? Is it going to tarnish what we have going on over here? We can't bring that failure over here because Black America is watching, and when Black America sees what this particular personality is tied to, and they don't like it, then we're not going to get the Black American support we need. So we might as well just back up out because of all the support they need. If you're doing something in the United States of America with the United States Corporation or festival or anything, yeah, I think we're gonna need Black America. And if you don't get Black America in it, if Black America does not like you, or you don't appeal to Black America in any way, shape, form, or fashion, it can be very damaging to our company. So they're like, absolutely not. That's how I read it. No, absolutely not. And that's how that's how I see it. So yeah, that's a loss. I mean, everybody knows this. Historically, everybody should know this. This is historic. This is fact to base. This is in the newspapers, write-ups all the way back. Anytime entertainment, any type of entertainment that comes into the United States of America has to run through Black America. It has to run through Black American music culture. It has to run through Black American entertainment culture. Why? Because we built it. Okay, to somehow want to jump over it and do something else with, no, it's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. When Black America likes somebody from or a different sound from outside, Black America decides what we gonna bring to it. And people truly with their ear to Black America understand who we want to hear and who we don't want to hear, who we want to see and who we don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? They understand our past and our present. And so to try and leap and change anything without truly understanding Black America, I'm not talking about understanding Black celebrities who are being paid off a lot of times to say and try and influence the larger, broader public to do something. I'm talking about actual Black America. You can't be listening to some little people like, I don't know the big names. I'm not gonna say any names, but you can't be listening to some big names because they don't really know. A lot of times they don't have their ear down. They're too busy doing whatever. You have to understand the pulse of Black America here in the United States of America. And you can't be just any random Joe Smo. Actual Black America. Ethnic Black Americans. You have to understand the pulse of Black America because that stuff will tank.
You know what also got me? That Jollof versus Jambalaya competition sent me. I've been to Essence. Floor seats, packed stadium. Went last year, 95% empty. They are begging the state of Louisiana to bail them out. They owe $1.3 million to their vendors. Remember when they tried to stop them 2 Black women from doing their event the same weekend that they had the Essence Festival? Legal. Got their lawyers involved. Stopped their event the night before it was supposed to happen. And the city of New Orleans had to come out and make a statement saying that they did not approve of that. And that's not what the law was for. You know who is the CEO of Essence Festival? An African? Owner of Essence Festival. His name is Richelieu Dennis, and he's upset with us because we are still boycotting Target. He's like, we've made our point. They get our economic leverage. We should move on and we should go back to Target. It's his sentiments because Target is a sponsor of the Essence Festival. Oh, okay. He ain't got nothing we asked for. But we should just move on. He said he struggles with understanding intellectually. This is a very stupid argument, is what it gave me. He's African, and this is not his struggle. This is not his fight. If money is your motivation, then standing up for people that piss you off or do you wrong or don't respect you. We don't need to spend our money somewhere where people don't want us there anyway. You not only got rid of DEI, you got rid of the black businesses on the shelf. Immediate, like, oh, I ain't gotta cater to them no more. We don't have to shop there. Essence Magazine. Either US or African, what do you think she is? And she irritated at us too. Got an attitude with black Americans for speaking up about black American events. Essence is one of the largest African American music festivals for us, by us, and you got the nerve to want to change the formula in the middle of the game? You ain't even paid your vendors, and they acted a fool last year with New Orleans vendors who was trying to vend at the Essence Festival. New Orleans that opened their door 20 years for this festival in their backyard for us, and you got the nerve to disrespect the home team? Oh, okay. I got smoke for everybody who don't respect us. Don't nobody love us like that. We have to stick together. People are trying to internationalize the United States and disregard all the people that have been here, that are here, that live here, that make it what it is, from the music to the culture. I'm talking about everything we say, we do, we dress, we talk, we eat, everything. Y'all want to put a spin on Asian soul food. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything, and that's what that gave me. And what Essence Festival was and what it has become is two totally different things.
I just seen a video of an African lady complaining about how African Americans were mad that Essence Fest is now becoming a diaspora thing when it really was meant to celebrate our culture. And it's such a disingenuous conversation for a couple of reasons, and I'm sorry if I go all over in this video, but it really is so many things that's on my fucking mind. For one, when African Americans were going to Lagos a couple of years ago, when African Americans go to Labor Day and Juve, y'all say that we're the reasons why it's ghetto. Y'all say that we're the reason why things get shot up or get shut down. Y'all blame all the dysfunction on us, as if there wasn't dysfunction at these events prior to us getting there. That's number one. Number two, what happened to us not having any culture? Now we're supposed to share our cultural event with you? African Americans experience so much fucking xenophobia within the diaspora, and now we're talking about how we want to keep our event for us, and now all of a sudden it's, oh, but we need to share our cultures because blah, 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 and blee, blee, blee. Bitch, no. Because not only do y'all not understand our culture, you don't respect our culture. Because anytime the conversation comes up to African Americans have no culture and we start explaining our culture, you try to strip it down and like bring all of its roots back to Africa. But y'all never do that with soca music. Y'all don't do that with fucking dancehall. Y'all don't do that with reggaeton. But yes, hip-hop and rap music, which was created in the Bronx in the fucking 70s and 80s, yes, that is straight from Africa, from the motherland, because it has some fucking drums in it. Then three, a lot of you are fucking xenophobic. And I know I already said this, but I'm going to keep saying a lot of you are fucking xenophobic. And it's a rhetoric that a lot of first gens and a lot of immigrants who moved here have. Y'all move into black areas. Y'all assimilate into black American culture, because it's not American culture. It's black American culture. And then turn around and don't want to raise your kids around black people because we're ghetto, or call us ghetto, and sit there and have the same fucking racist rhetoric that white people have about us, and you're also black. I literally was having a conversation with an African the other day, and they literally told me that their parents moved them to the DMV, into Baltimore City, but didn't want them going to school in Baltimore City. Not even just because the schools are bad over there, but because they didn't want them around the black. Let's talk about how African people have slurs for fucking Americans, even Caribbeans. Y'all going around calling people fucking Yankee. Mind you, Yankee was a slur that the Confederacy used against Northerners. Yeah. And it's not even like, oh, I'm saying this to start a diaspora war conversation, but it's just the fact that niggas are so fucking disingenuous with wanting support and wanting us to share our culture because it's benefiting you now. Essence Fest should have and needs to stay a Black American and African American themed event. Why? Because that's how it started. That's its root. It's okay for us to want our events to stay our cultural events the same way y'all want y'all events to stay cultural events. The same way y'all want African themed events, the same African themed events with your music and your cultural attire and your food and all that. That's perfectly fine. We deserve that same thing too. And this is why, again, I'm going to continue to say it's a disingenuous ass conversation, because y'all swear up and down we have no culture. Now we're showing you our culture. Now you want part in our culture. And the lady who made that video, yeah, bitch, I'm talking to you specifically now because you were so nasty and disingenuous in them fucking comments to act like you don't understand why we would want our event to stay our event, while also being in the comments like, oh, well, your own should have bought it if that's how you felt. Even if a person across the diaspora bought Essence Fest, they should have still been able to understand why Essence Fest should have stayed Essence Fest. You as an African living in America should understand African American culture, should understand why it's important, should understand its influence. You should respect it, because that's really what it boils down to, is that y'all just don't respect African Americans. Y'all don't respect our culture. You should have respected our culture enough to know, let me keep this the same. Essence Fest has been a staple in the community for how many years? How many fucking years? Let me keep it the same. It's disingenuous and it's fucking disrespectful.
Yeah, the Black Americans, they won't be back to the Essence Festival. I just watched some videos and I didn't. Yeah, they won't be back. That lady said the originals are here. The original what, ma'am? Y'all are mad disrespectful. Mad disrespectful. But hey, you know what? You bought it. Good luck with it. Good luck with it.
If you attended the last Essence Festival and you were one of the many people who felt that the vibe was off, well, I did a deep dive so you don't have to, that may explain why that is. But let me start at the very beginning. Essence Magazine was founded by Edward Lewis, Clarence O. Thomas, Cecil Hollingsworth, Jonathan Blunt, and a woman by the name of Denise M. Clark. They formed a company called Essence Communications, Inc. in 1968. They launched the magazine in May of 1970. The magazine started off with a circulation of about 50,000 copies a month, but then at its height, it had 1.6 million copies in circulation each and every month. The magazine's mission was to be a lifestyle magazine geared towards upscale African American women. In 2000, Time Inc., that is the company that publishes Time Magazine, Sports Illustrated, Fortune, they purchased a 49% ownership stake in Essence Communications Inc. And then in 2005, they purchased the rest of the ownership stake, so they owned Essence Magazine. But in 2018, Essence was sold to this man. His name is Richelieu Dennis, and his background is interesting. Richelieu Dennis is an immigrant from Liberia. That's where he grew up. And he came to the United States to attend college. After he graduated from college, he started a bath and hair care line called Sundial Brands. He grew the company, it became very successful, and in 2017, he sold Sundial Brands to Unilever, and then in 2018, he went to Time Inc. and bought Essence Communications Inc., becoming the owner of Essence Magazine and the Essence Festival. But after he purchased Essence Magazine in 2018, things really took a weird, unfortunate turn. According to reporting by The Root, in 2020, and of course, you all know that was the first year that it was pure chaos because the pandemic was raging all over the world. There was a group of anonymous employees, both former employees and believed to be some current at the time employees of Essence, who under the name #Black Female Anonymous wrote an open letter and they published it to medium.com. And the contents of that open letter were quite disturbing. They accused Dennis and other C-suite executives at Essence Ventures, the new company that controlled Essence Magazine and the Essence Festival, of various abuses, including abuses of power, bullying, creating a toxic work environment, and even more unsettling, they specifically accused Dennis of having inappropriate relationships in the workplace and also sexual harassment. Now, when these allegations were published, many of the accused executives had already moved on from the company. But Dennis stepped aside and he tapped Caroline Wanga, who was an executive at Target, to come over and serve as interim of Essence Ventures that controlled Essence Magazine and Essence Festival. Reportedly, Wanga retained an outside law firm that did an internal investigation of all of the allegations. The law firm reported that they could find no evidence to substantiate the allegations, and it all went away. But Wanga continued on as CEO of Essence Ventures, a position that she holds to this day. Carolyn Wanga is an immigrant from Kenya. So now you have a 55-year-old Black American institution that was created to edify and celebrate Black American women and Black American culture in the hands of owners who are not Black American. They are immigrants from Africa. And that does make a big difference. And I know there are going to be people coming into my comments saying, you're being divisive. No, I am not. What I am tired of is I am tired of Black Americans, our struggles and our fights for liberation and everything that we build being taken by others and used to springboard them into the access that we still have to fight for. I grew up with my mother reading Essence magazine all throughout my childhood. Essence magazine and Ebony were all over our house. And so this does mean a great deal to me, as I know that it means a great deal to you all. And now this institution is in the hands of Africans. And if you felt during the last Essence Festival that the focus was different, that may be intentional. I want to shout out my mutual, Tabitha Speaks Politics. I'm going to tag her in the caption of this video. Please go watch her video where she does a deep dive into the agenda that both Dennis and Carolyn Wanga have for not only Essence Magazine, but Essence Festival moving forward. And I would just say that Black American women and Black American culture are not the planned focus going forward. And I really do have a problem with that. I just want to say that not all skin folk are kinfolk.
And if Essence Fest couldn't get any worse by digging a bigger hole for themselves, they say they are celebrating Black women at Essence Fest this year. Mind you, this is the lineup, okay? And by the way it looks, I only see 3 Black women: Monica, Patti LaBelle, Brandy, Lotto. I don't know if Kalani is Black, and we know Cardi B damn sure ain't Black. So again, why are we consistently playing these games? If Essence Fest know that they're in a hot seat when it comes to Black Americans and us boycotting and not going or attending Essence Fest this year. And to think, out of all people besides Brandy, Monica, and Patti LaBelle, this is the people that you can come up with? This is the people that you want us to spend our money on? A complete joke. Really a key. It's really a key that they always think that they can give us the bare minimum and think that we're still gonna give y'all our coins. Like, what do you mean celebrating Black women? You mean celebrating Black American women? Because the Essence Fest is supposed to be about Black American culture? Them white tea people allowed y'all to be in charge of this event created and made by Black Americans. Should have told y'all, when we're done, we're done. And there's nothing you can do after the blank disrespect to get us back on your side.
Essence Festival used to take over timelines every year. Frankie Beverly and May's vibes, Tom Joyner days, pure Black American culture, family reunions in New Orleans, local vendors thriving, talent that spoke to us. Now, under new ownership and leadership, it's shifted hard. More Pan-African focus, international acts that don't hit the same, local talent and vendors pushed aside, and a feeling that Black American roots got erased for broader diaspora appeal. People from New Orleans are speaking out. Born and raised voices saying they watch the changes happen in real time. The result? Crickets on social media. People aren't planning trips the same way. Some are calling it canceled for good. Not a temporary boycott, but a permanent shift. Black Americans are using their ultimate power, where their money goes. And right now, it's not going there. This isn't just about one festival. It's about a larger awakening. Foundational Black Americans are done being taken for granted. They built the spending power, the culture, the audience that made Essence massive, bigger than other Afro-fests globally. When that gets disrespected, the response is unified withdrawal. This mirrors the bigger economic story. Black Americans minding their business, protecting their peace, and redirecting energy towards self-reliance. Instead of chasing events that no longer center them, many are building their own tables, supporting true Black American creators, local experiences, and things that actually reflect our history and values here in America. Critics and outsiders are panicking because this unity shatters old narratives. They can't gaslight us into supporting anyway, or guilt us with, it's for the culture, when the culture feels erased. We're choosing intentional spending and emotional well-being over forced participation. The quiet around Essence Fest sends a loud message. Respect the foundation or watch the support dry up. This isn't hate, it's boundaries. Black Americans have survived worse and thrive by focusing inward. Whether it's festivals, brands, or media, the era of blind loyalty is ending. We're evaluating, does this honor our specific experiences as Black Americans? If not, the dollars stay home. This self-reliance is powerful, and it's making waves. Black Americans are unbothered and standing on business. Essence Festival is learning the hard way what happens when you lose touch with the people who built it. What do you think? Is the boycott working, or is this temporary? Have you attended in the past and decided against it now? Drop your thoughts below. If you're done with performative events and want real talk on culture, self-reliance, and unity, smash like, subscribe, and share. Turn on notifications, more coming. Stay focused, stay building. Peace.